This is newsVISION for Friday, November 3rd. Former Midland Academy charter school teacher David Van Houten was arrested Thursday on multiple charges, including 2 counts of sexual assault of a child and 1 count of improper relationship between educator and student by sexual contact. The charges stem from a complaint filed by the victim's parents. The student is a 14-year-old girl. All charges are felonies. Van Houten was dismissed as a teacher in a vote by the board at the Academy Charter School on October 25th. A former Fort Campbell soldier was indicted by a federal grand jury Thursday on multiple charges in connection with the alleged rape of an Iraqi girl and the deaths of the girl and members of her family. 21-year-old Stephen Green, who grew up in Midland, was charged in an indictment returned by a federal grand jury in Louisville, Kentucky Thursday. Charges against Green include conduct that would constitute conspiracy to commit murder, conspiracy to commit aggravated sexual abuse, premeditated murder, murder in the perpetration of aggravated sexual abuse on a person less than 16 years of age, use of firearms during the commission of violent crimes, and obstruction of justice. Potential penalties Green faces range from life in prison to the death penalty. When an Ohio man heard his mother crying for help, he ran to her aid and fought off a pair of intruders. More from the Associated Press.
As Bruce Parks approached his mother's house, he knew this wouldn't be a typical visit.
I hear, oh my God, oh Lord, please help me, oh Lord, help me, help me.
And you realize it's who yelling?
It's my mother.
Parks walked in and found his mother being robbed.
I have my mother tied up right in this area right here with duct tape. The guy's on top of her and holding her down or whatever, and I immediately pulled my knife out and I just put everything I had in it again and again. I got 3 good blows in.
Parks wrestled with the bleeding man.
It's the only way I could look at it. I just thought, it's me or them.
That's when the other suspect stepped into the fray, hitting Parks in the head with a crowbar. Meanwhile, Helen Parks got loose and joined in the fight.
This guy's right here wailing on me, and she's in here, and I guess she's sticking him in the chin with a broomstick.
The wounded suspects fled but didn't get far. A few minutes later, they were stopped by the highway patrol and arrested. They'll be arraigned as soon as they get out of the hospital. Rita Foley, The Associated Press.
Don't forget tonight's HEB 5th Annual Feast of Sharing from 4 to 8 p.m. at the Midland County Horseshoe. That's located on the North Service Road of Interstate 20 at Cotton Flat Road. The evening's meal and entertainment, all free. Transportation, if you have none, would be provided by Midland's Easy Rider bus system. In a segment from Thursday's Talkback Live, Midland Reporter-Telegram sports editor Lynn Hayward has a look at tonight's big crosstown clash between Midland High and Midland Lee.
And so give me 30, 45 seconds on Bulldogs Rebels.
The Rebels don't give up any big plays. They're going to have a shot. I think Midland High is probably right now a little bit better chemistry-wise, knowing what to do with each other in situations than Lee is, because they've had so much transition over the last couple weeks, their offense especially. So if Lee's defense can prevent the big plays, then they'll have a shot, and that way they can keep it close. But I really expect that I really expect to see Midland High win this game, but I think it'll be tight. I think it'll come down to a last-second field goal, a blocked punt, some kind of a special teams play will determine this game, and I think it's going to happen late in the game.
Give me a final.
Final? About Midland High 20, Lee 18.
Now, as of early Friday morning, about 600 tickets remain for the Midland High side, about 1,000 for the Midland Lee side, according to Athletic Director Davis Corley. Game kicks off at 7:30 at Grande Communications Stadium. Tickets available at the Rockhounds ticket office. In our reader poll yesterday, 72% of 160 respondents say John Kerry may very well have ended his own political career with his controversial botched joke comments about the education of Iraqi soldiers. In this weekend's reader poll, it's open now, part 2 of our 4-part Best Chips and Salsa poll in Midland. That'll do it for newsVISION. Have a good weekend. I'm Jimmy Patterson.